is coming up in a minute, but I got to go back a couple of nights ago. A big win against Milwaukee, and the two leading scorers, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
Yeah, and you know, DeMar was a big part of their offensive resurgence after giving up 47 in that first quarter to the Bucks, and he did it the hard way, the way that he usually does, getting downhill, having to put it on his back, get to the rim, got to the free throw line a ton in that game, which is a great kind of thing to see early on. Struggled, wasn't getting there as much, but then his running mate in Zach LaVine, what a brilliant performance by him. Another 30-point night for Zach LaVine. And what I'm loving about how he's approaching games, he's not looking for his three early on. He's getting downhill. He's being aggressive, getting to the rack. He's going to the free throw line. He was 9 of 10 from the free throw line in Milwaukee, but also, 6 of 13 from deep.
Well, this Nuggets team, we know how good they are, especially in this building, but they made some changes late last season. Michael Malone's out, Calvin Booth's out, David Adelman's in. We'll talk about him in a minute. But the one constant is the 3-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
And listen, he's such a weapon to have, and he's going to hurt you in a lot of ways. If you let him get deep, he's going to give it to you at the rim. And truly, I mean, you can send double and triple teams, and he's going to find the right pass. He gets everyone involved in the offense, but it's going to be interesting tonight to see what the defensive game plan is going to be against him when he gets down low, because that's really where he likes to be.
Should be a big-time matchup, the battle of the big men, as Domantas Sabonis and the Kings take on Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. We got the tip. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, where one day it could be sunny and 80, and then the next day 45 and blustery. Trust me, I know. Kyle Draper, Katie Christensen coming to you inside Ball Arena as your Sacramento Kings take on the Denver Nuggets right here on NBC Sports California, powered by Xfinity. The Kings wrapping up this 4-game road trip tonight here in Denver as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups. You got Schroeder and Westbrook in the backcourt. Domas coming off another double-double. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine rounding out the starting 5 for the Sacramento Kings. As for the Denver Nuggets, they've been off since Friday, so they are well rested. You got Jamal Murray and Christian Brown. Jokic, obviously the 3-time MVP. Cam Johnson and Aaron Gordon, who put up a 50-piece in the season opener this year. The head coach of the Denver Nuggets, David Adelman. Yes, that David Adelman, son of Rick Adelman, 44 years old, 6-2 as the head coach of the Denver Nuggets. As for your Sacramento Kings, Doug Christie, first full season as head coach, a 4-time all-defensive player while playing under Rick Adelman in the early 2000s with our Sacramento Kings. All right, let's get to Katie's keys to tonight's game. Katie, what's it going to take?
I think a big one tonight is going to be about defending screen action. You've got to be able to communicate at a high level, because you're going to see a bunch of different things, a ton of split action at the top, and then of course Jokic is involved. So if you don't cover it correctly, he's going to find the open cutter for easy baskets, and then limit their fast break. This is a team that likes to get out and run, but most importantly, they like to leak out, and then they're going to throw a baseball pass, and they are very good at that. So you got to cut those easy ones down.
This Denver team, 3rd in the association at more than 20 fast break points a game. Jokic, Sabonis, and we are underway in Denver. It'll be Schroeder getting the assignment on Jamal Murray. Off to a hot start, averaging 26 points per game so far. Here's Cam Johnson. Back out to Jokic. He tees up a 3 and knocks it down.
And hasn't been taking a whole lot of threes here early on in the season. He's just 6 of 22, counting that one right there. But we know that a season ago, he shot over 40%, and he is more than capable of knocking that down.
Shot clock under 10 here. Here's Zach LaVine coming off 31 points. Nice find to Domas. Double teamed in the interior. Somehow gets it up. Here comes Jokic and the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon knocks down another 3. That's back-to-back threes for the Nuggets.
And that is one thing that he provides for this team. Spaces the floor very well. Jokic is going to look to find him early on.
He struggled from 3 as of late as Cam Johnson picks up the foul on Sabonis. But Aaron Gordon, remember, he dropped 50 earlier, had 10 threes in that opener against Golden State.
Yeah, and really since then he's struggled quite a bit, as you see Jokic and Domantas Sabonis, a little bit of physicality coming up the court, but really nice job by Russell Westbrook there, finding Domas along the baseline, and his decision to go straight up into that shot is what draws the foul.
Domantas Sabonis, 24 points, 13 rebounds, and some clutch free throws down the stretch the other night against Milwaukee. He'll have another. How about the defense we saw from Domas against Giannis down the stretch? And obviously, Russell Westbrook helped out. Now tonight, you got to guard Jokic, a different kind of big.
It's a different kind of big for sure. Obviously, Giannis gets you with kind of his speed and athleticism and his ability to get downhill on you. And Jokic is a much different beast. I mean, he distributes the ball at such a high level, and he sees the floor, but he's also just such a tough guard from all over the floor in terms of when he chooses to go for his offense.
Here he is working at the nail. 5 on the clock. Jokic, the high arc, and cashes out.
Listen, and this Denver team has extra motivation because they lost to Portland in that first Emirates Cup matchup on Friday, and they've had 2 days to stew over, and they did not play very well.
Right.
So they've got extra motivation to come out and really get themselves straight.
Domas whistled for the foul. Trying to guard Jokic, thought he had a steal there. It'll be side out of bounds. Denver basketball. 18 on the clock.
And this is what they run so much. They put Jokic at the elbow, and then they get into that guard switch action right there. Jokic gets the roll this time, but a lot of times he's going to get a nice look for his guard going to the rim. So when I talk about being able to defend in the various kinds of screen action and communicate at a high level, they're going to see this all night long.
Russ answers back with a 3. The former Denver Nugget knocks it down.
And King's able to finally knock down a field goal right there. Russell Westbrook, you know, he's familiar with these rims, comfortable in this building.
Played 75 games a season ago with the Nuggets. Signed with the Kings late as a free agent. Let's see what they call here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we got
Dennis Schroeder and Nikola Jokic getting into it. Got to take another look at that. Yeah, obviously it's that split action I was talking about a moment ago that freed up Jamal Murray. And Dennis Schroeder doesn't, it's hard to really screen him. He works over the top very well. So let's see what he's called. Yeah, that's where they get into it a little bit right there. And it's the aftermath, if you will.
So they scored the bucket.
It happened after.
Yeah, and then they called the foul on Dennis Schroeder, so it'll be his first. Jokic already 7 points as he has 1, make it 8. One thing to keep an eye on with Jokic, Katie, he does a lot of drawing attention to contact, if you will.
Yes,
Makes the officials notice what's happening out there.
Yeah, I mean, some people call it a sell job, but that's what you got to do. I mean, and I don't begrudge him for doing it. He's involved in all of the action that the Nuggets do offensively. So yeah, he's going to try and draw attention to contact that he feels he's getting.
Here he is working against Domas. Already sitting on 8.
Really nice job by Domas, but he took a shot to the ribs, it looks like right there.
Russ already with a 3. The 10-footer too strong. Here comes Christian Brown.
Yeah, Domas is hurting, kind of grimacing as he's going back.
Aaron Gordon on the inside. Blew the layup. Great contest there by Russ. DeMar DeRozan working on Cam Johnson. DeMar, up and under. Nice move by Debo.
I mean, they may as well just put his name on that spot on the floor because that's where he wants to be, and he is so comfortable and effective from that dunker spot.
So patient was DeMar DeRozan. Here's Jokic. Already has 1 3, short on that one. It'll be Kings basketball going the other way.
He's truly, I mean, there's times where at the start of games, he's very uninvolved in their offense from looking for his own shot perspective. But that is not the case here tonight. He is looking to get himself going early and often.
Schroeder turns the corner. Got it.
Beautiful, because Jokic is going to stay in that drop quite a bit. So the guards need to come off ready for that mid-range pull-up, and Dennis went straight into the shot in rhythm.
Murray back rims one. Off the back tap, it's off Schroeder. So it'll be 14 on the clock for the Nuggets.
And I think it's really good for the Kings to get Jokic involved in as much screen action as possible tonight, because that's how he's going to play it, as the Nuggets able to drop another one.
Denver sizzling from 3 so far. 3 of 5. Aaron Gordon has a couple of them. DeRozan on the kick out. Russ in attack mode with the scoop. Came up short. Wanted a foul. Nuggets doubling up the Kings here early on. Little two-man game. Gordon and Jokic pocket pass. No. Ball is tapped. Second chance opportunity for Denver.
And listen, they get a lot of those back taps as Brown lines it up, can't get it to go, but Aaron Gordon crashing in, and I think Doug Christie wants to talk about it, because offensive rebounds was something that they were very focused on coming into today. That is where this Nuggets team gets a lot of their offense, and because of it right now, they have a 10-point lead. We will be back from Denver in just a moment.
Take a look at these numbers right here. Minutes per game leaders this season of players 30 or older. Our two guys, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, each 37 minutes or more. And Zach just turned 30 earlier this year. And we're relying heavily on these two guys, especially without Keegan Murray.
Well, and I think that's the point, right, Kyle, is that with Keegan Murray out, it kind of forces Doug Christie's hand to a certain degree in terms of where he's going to rely on, you know, kind of some guys to step up. And, you know, Zach has been one of the guys he's relied on a little bit, not just on the offensive end, but a lot on the defensive end as well. So it's going to take a lot of, kind of a little bit from everyone to fill that gap of Keegan Murray.
Rosen working on Murray, likes that matchup. DeMar DeRozan, a couple of buckets so far, back to an 8-point game. Under 7 to play here in the first.
And the
Kings in the zone, right, Katie?
Defense right now, and this is something that Bobby Jackson has really been working on with this squad. We've seen more, and there it pays off with a steal on the backside.
DeMar on the break. Dennis toes the line. Back rims, Gordon with the rebound.
And you're going to see Denver as well go into zone from time to time. Most of the game against Portland, it felt like they were in that zone as Murray gets all the way to the right side of the hoop.
Jamal Murray averaging 26 points per game. Off to a hot start this season. Tomas, oh, he got hacked. It'll be 2 free throws.
And his rib on that left side seems to be bothering him. He took a blow earlier in this quarter. I believe it was defending Jokic at the other end, and it's giving him some problems. And I don't envy him, because as a big, there's so much physicality, and you're not going to be able to avoid that contact.
Right. Yeah, keep an eye on Domas. We've seen him sort of stretching that left side out, holding that arm up, as he'll have another free throw. We got a couple of substitutions. Keon Ellis and Neek Clifford, the Colorado Springs kid, back home here in Denver.
And there you hear the applause from around the arena for Neek.
Yeah, you got mom and dad here as well. Said he was looking forward to playing here in Denver. Said he had about 200 to 300 people coming to support him tonight. I think it might be more, to be honest with you, when you listen to that ovation.
That's what he knows about, right? Yeah.
Christian Brown, he's really been struggling at that this season. Katie knocks that one down.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, when you look at the season, this is just game number 6 for Denver. And he moved into a full-time starting position just a season ago after starting just 10 games through his first two years in the league. But that's the thing with three-point shooting. You could be streaky as Russ aims in on that corner three, doesn't get it to fall.
Keon climbs the ladder, gives the Kings a second chance opportunity. Here's Zach looking for his first shot. Zach going all the way to the cup over Joker.
How about that? What a nice job. The switch up in the air, easy finish as the up and under on the right side. That is a difficult shot, as Joker's gonna aim for a three again. And you know what? I'm like, good. That's where I'd like to bait him.
Look at Russ hitting the B button, the turbo button, and just like that, Kings right back in this thing, battling here. Tim Hardaway Jr. on the floor here for Denver. We're going to go the other way. That's right. Offensive foul.
Great
Nick
job.
Clifford, yeah. Sacrificing his body there.
And so it's a lot about your early positioning. As you see the toss in right there, he squares up right there, takes it with his chest. But as soon as the ball started coming in, he made sure he got his body square to Aaron Gordon. And Gordon just trying to use his size and physicality, that advantage, to draw the foul, and it worked against him.
Oh, nice find right there. Domas and Neeks on the board.
And there it is, that screen and roll action where you're getting Joker up and involved in that action, and good things are happening.
Oh, man.
He almost took the hair off Domas's head.
He saw that one before it even happened, right? Aaron Gordon leading all scorers with 10. Here's Domas working on Jokic. David Adelman, going to the right hand, and Adelman decides to call the timeout. Joker didn't want to pick up that second foul, so Domas makes him pay. 4:09 left to go here in the first. Guaranteed gives you fast, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. No contracts, no pump fakes either. Just reliable Wi-Fi at amazing prices. Historic Union Station here in Denver, Colorado, as Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings on an 8-2 run trailed the Nuggets by 5. What do you make of Domas in terms of, do you match his minutes with Jokic minutes in this game?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though, and this was a benefit for the Kings a year ago after the trade deadline. As soon as Joker goes out, Valanciunas comes in.
Right.
And my goodness, it's just 6 of one, half a dozen of the other when it comes to, you know, you're having to go up against a strong big man as Joker knocks down the triple. And that's the difference in this game right now. The three-point shooting, 5 and 9 right now for Denver. But we saw it a little bit in Milwaukee as well. You can't expect a team to stay at this rate throughout the course of 48 minutes, so hopefully they can get them to cool down here soon.
Russ looking on the inside. Kings turn it over, going the other way. Tim Hardaway Jr. came over from Detroit, signed a free agent deal this offseason. Joker back rims one. He's getting them up early in this game.
Yeah, 2 of 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd prefer to have to deal with that than kind of what he does on the low block, as Neek not able to get the floater to fall, but I like the aggression in that move.
Hardaway Jr., the midi from the baseline, got it.
He has not seen a bucket that doesn't look wide open for him. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, he fits so well here in this second unit in Denver. They have a very strong second unit, very, very strong second unit, and at times kind of outplay their first.
Neek, no hesitation. Kings get a second chance opportunity. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Zach. Levine going left hand, counted.
What he does is he gets downhill. That's how he kind of opens up his offensive game. I love the patience and the strategy with which he attacks his game.
Oh, Jokic, what is going on here?
I like the no call.
Zach, a little too much sauce on there.
So you could see that Domas was calling for it. He wanted to do a handoff action, and they ended up turning it over and getting a bucket at the other end. Doug wants to talk about it. But yeah, sometimes it's better for Zach to give that up quickly and then get it back from Domas, and the spacing could be much better.
Time now for our forward play of the day. Players to start a season with 3 or more straight triple-doubles. The Big O, Russell Westbrook, and Jokic. All Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers. As you see right there, Jokic his triple-double streak came to an end.
Yes.
Yeah, at Portland the other night.
It ended, and I believe both Big O and Russ started with 5. So I've got to check that. But if memory serves, but the old canoodle doesn't work like it used to, I'll be honest.
DeRozan counted and 1. We got a foul. They're going to call that on Peyton Watson.
DeMar has been incredibly efficient and effective tonight. He hasn't had a lot of touches. He's 3 of 4 from the floor right now, so it's not like it's a volume situation. Russ has taken 5, field goal attempts already, but man, he just knows how to get to his spots, and especially when there's a young player on him, I feel like he systematically tries to rip away their confidence.
Yeah, he had a big game last time he played in this building. 35 points last season. So altitude does not bother Debo.
Not a whole lot does.
All right. Unflappable, as Schroeder says, give me that. Kings off the steal here, looking to push.
And this is where Meek just needs to run to that corner from the very beginning. They ended up not having an advantage, but DeMar DeRozan's going to try and gain one anyway.
Drew Eubanks on the floor for Sacramento. Domas getting a breather. Jokic staying in with 15 points so far here in this first. On the find on the inside, Bruce Brown.
It's not a coincidence that Jokic is leading the NBA in assists.
Right.
Last year, and it's crazy, he finished second in MVP voting last year as Schroeder gets one to go on the baseline. I love that shot for him. Finished second in MVP voting. Obviously, he's won 3 times.
Yep.
But last year was the first year he's ever averaged a triple-double in a season. So he keeps getting better and better.
Bruce Brown, no. Watson on the rebound. Tim Hardaway Jr. You know he's not bashful, KD.
No.
He's getting him up.
No, that ball is gonna fly the moment it touches his hand.
Three ball has been a weapon tonight. 6 triples so far for Denver.
A 15-point advantage from points beyond the arc for Denver early on. And Keon Ellis, he's a guy that can really get some threes up for the Kings. He's not a high-volume shooter, but he's a phenomenal three-point shooter. So nice to see him step up and knock that one down.
Got about a 6-second differential here between the clocks. Nice defense by Neek. Oh, man. Danielle Scott says a little too handsy with it.
Listen, I would rather, especially with a young player, see them pick up that foul and have to dial it back instead of having to ramp up their defense. First of all, you're setting a standard, which is great. You can dial it back a little bit, but trying to make a player do more, that's more complicated.
Yeah, that's tough. 8 on the clock now. About a 5-second differential. Jokic, another 3. Too strong. Kings got time here. 4 on the clock. Here's Neek. Weaving his way. Neek Clifford, unable to cash out. Thought he got hit. No foul call. And at the end of 1, Denver drops 39. Sacramento 30. As the first 12 minutes are over, Jokic so far 15 points. 5. Cheer on the Bean team as they tip off a 5-game homestand against their NorCal rival. Join us this Wednesday, November 5th, when the Kings host Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Find your seats today at kings.com/tickets. See a lot of Kings number 5 jerseys here in Denver. Neek Clifford back home here in Colorado as Denver slides back into his zone here to start the second. Valanciunas checking in as Jokic played the first 12 minutes of this game. Jonas Valanciunas. Kings traded him this offseason. Valanciunas right there with the turnaround.
And he comes in and looks for his shot. He's super aggressive, as you see on the sideline. We'll keep an eye on this. Domas took a couple of blows in that first quarter. The first one came out grabbing his shoulder after he was called for a foul on Joker. And then his ribs as Neek getting to the spot, can't get it to drop. Man, he's waiting for that first one.
Right.
He's waiting for that first one. He's gotten some good looks.
Valanciunas, meanwhile, All right, big fella. You know he wants to play well against his former team, against his countrymate as well.
Yes.
Played 32 games with the Kings last season. One thing we're seeing a lot from Kings opponents, Katie, is zone defense.
Listen, we're seeing it more throughout the entire league, absolutely. But with this group in, as DeMar DeRozan gets the up and under, Zach LaVine, three-point shooter, not on the floor right now. So what they're trying to do is just bait the Kings to have to become an outside shooting team right now and try and close down that paint.
Kings in the zone defense as well as DeMar DeRozan picks up the foul. That'll be his first side out of bounds. Kings wrapping up this 4-game road trip. Take on Golden State Wednesday back at the crib.
I mean, it just does not get any easier. The early season schedule is brutal, to say the least. I mean, the Kings are going to face Denver 3 times this month.
What a block by Neek. Hopefully he gets credit for that. They're going to call a 24-second violation. Kind of slowed the Kings down there. They were looking to push.
It absolutely did.
Yeah. See David Adelman there, 44 years old.
You know, it's tough when you look at the age of some of these coaches and you're like, gosh, I'm older than them.
Right.
Like, how, they're so much more accomplished than me.
Keon, okay. Keon with 2 triples so far.
So good to see that. He's stepped up and knocked down both of his field goal attempts from deep. He's got 6 points off the bench. Now, just keep in mind, Kings also without Malik Monk again tonight as the Nuggets answer back. And, man, they are up to 7 of 14 from deep.
They got 13 assists on 18 field goals as Schroeder will get 2 free throws. Bruce Brown picking up the personal foul.
And I just don't think the Kings can get enough pick and roll action with the centers for Denver in them today. Whether it's JV or, Joker, because they like to be in that drop. And they've got capable ball handlers that can find an advantage coming off of those screens.
Dennis knocks down the first, 24 points the other night for Dennis Schroeder in Milwaukee to go along with 7 assists. As you see, Doug always coaching, always teaching. Talking to Keon Ellis. You know, I asked Doug before the game just about Dennis and what does he need from him each and every game. You know, he's coming off 24 points. Doug talked about him being the tone setter on both ends of the floor for the Kings.
Well, listen, he had a great game against Milwaukee, but I think the answer to that, it's different every game, right? I think the great thing about Dennis is that he's a capable scorer, but they need him to be a facilitator first. As Watson has an errant shot, Kings out on the break.
Debo, with the scoop, no. Neek trying to keep it alive. I'm gonna say Sacramento ball.
Check out the activity of Neek, though. And you can tell that there's a little bit of excitement for him. He's 1 of 5 with his shots, but he's gotten great quality looks, but he's active on the defense and offensive end.
Dennis gets his own rebound. Here's DeMar, a little pump fake assassin, got it.
There is nothing that you can't get out of a nice, solid pump fake. Good things happen.
DeMar now in double figures with 11. 5-point ball game. They're going to get a foul here.
I mean, and you can truly see how potent this Nuggets offense is, even when Joker is not the one that is in that pick and roll action. But they give it to that high post. You can either do pick and roll, split action, or you can give it to the elbow, the big, and then have your guards do split action.
Brown, they're going to say a foul on Eubanks as Bruce Brown will have a chance at a 3-point play.
And Bruce Brown, he's talking. Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis will talk right back, too.
He's getting a kick out of it. He's going to talk right back.
He's telling Nick Booker, get out of here. We got this.
Step away. I got this under control. And listen, that had nothing. The official coming up had nothing to do with Dennis.
Yeah.
But Bruce Brown was yapping to the extent where it's like, hey, maybe we should step in and tell him, let's simmer down now.
All right, Brown completes the 3-point play. See the free throw numbers right there. Kings 6 of 7, Denver 2 of 2. Here's Dennis Schroeder. Nice find, Keon. Corner three. One and done for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook set to check in next whistle. They're going to get Neek again. That'll be his third personal here. They're saying all ball.
Listen, it's tough action to defend because they're going to find an advantage. And if you switch off, then you've got the big that has the whole side, no help, that can go straight to the rim.
So Neek picks up his third personal. Kings got a delay of game warning there too, as Doug was looking to decide whether or not to challenge that. Kings not happy with the officiating. You got Eubanks there, you got Christie there as well. Let's get a quick word from California Community Colleges.
I can put my future on a guaranteed path.
Save money by starting at a California community college and transferring to a guaranteed safe spot at a four-year university. Learn about the associate degree for transfer and enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Now Bobby has come up to have a conversation with Doug, and I think the conversation is more of, okay, we've made our point here.
Yeah.
Bobby's got his back. He knows.
Former teammates in those glory days in the early 2000s. Domas back on the floor, going at JV. Valanciunas comes away with the block.
If there's two players that are more familiar with each other in the league than these two, I don't know who they would be.
Bruce Brown, wild, out of control. Here comes Sacramento. Zach LaVine off his foot. Another turnover by the Kings. That's number 5 here in this game.
Turnovers is one of the things that the Kings did a phenomenal job of managing in that win against Milwaukee. And when they struggled to score at different junctures, they weren't putting their defense on their heels by, high volume turnovers.
These two right here, Valanciunas and Sabonis. They work out together in the offseason, and Valanciunas gets the better of that matchup.
I miss him as a human and as a player.
Good guy.
Yes.
Good guy. Schroeder snaking the baseline. Oh, Russ counted.
And that corner shot for Russ, I mean, a year ago, shot 45% from the corner three. So if he's going to be, lining them up, I prefer him right there.
Peyton Watson looking for the answer. Here comes Sacramento, down by 8.
From the low block.
DeRozan, straight away. Valanciunas, another rebound. Here come the Nuggets.
And you got to imagine
4-game homestand.
that you've got about another minute to 2 minutes before Joker comes back on the floor as Nuggets going for another 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. not able to knock it down. You were hoping that the Kings would be able to get into this lead a little bit here, but that just is a testament to how potent this second unit is for the Nuggets as well. Yeah, the Kings had it down to 5. It's 8 right now. Russell Westbrook knock it down to triple. We'll take the timeout here in the Mile High City. Take the Kings on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app. It's brought to you by Toyota. Scan the QR code now to start streaming your Sacramento Kings. Back here in Denver, Colorado, the Kings trailing the Nuggets 50-42. Kings will return home, hit the plane tonight, fly back before they take on the Warriors on Wednesday at Golden One Center. Domantas Sabonis back on the floor. Zach LaVine, you mentioned something earlier about Zach, that I think bears repeating. He doesn't force it early on, right? He gets himself into the game, and right out of the timeout, front rim's one. Yeah, I mean, he really does a great job early of kind of attacking it at levels, like getting to the rim. Then he goes into his mid-range game. Then he'll kind of look for his 3 a little bit more. And I love that approach because it makes the defense really have to approach him honestly. They're going to overplay the 3. Westbrook counted and one. Russ took a shot there as Valanciunas will pick up the foul. And I love that the Kings, since here in this second quarter, they've got 5 assists already. They only had 7 in the whole first quarter. So I like the type of offense they're getting, the movement they're getting as Russ tries to collect himself. This has been a physical game in a lot of ways.
Russell Westbrook, future Hall of Famer, MVP. David Adelman spoke highly of him before tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, everyone that has coached him or played with him has nothing but great things to say about him. And a lot of it, as you see the Kings kind of dropping back into a little bit of a zone look here, is about his energy.
Cam Johnson knocks down the midi, former Brooklyn Net and Phoenix Sun. Makes it a 7-point ball game. Russ, he scored the last 6 Kings points. Oh, Valanciunas got a piece of that. Here come the Nuggets, off and running. Spraying to the corner, Johnson, 3-ball. Second chance opportunity. This time, is Strawther, no. Johnson, yes.
And offensive rebounds for the Nuggets has been a thorn in the side this entire first half for the Kings. And that has been one of the things that has hurt them the most.
12-6 advantage for the Nuggets in second chance points as Debo silences the crowd. He's got 13. Kevin Carter into the game, trying to cause havoc. Oh! What a defensive play by Carter. Kings got numbers right here, 5 on 4. Zach in attack mode. Oh, going up high. Domas has his back.
And Zach turns to the bench and is like, what do I got to do to be able to get to the free throw line? A lot of contact in and around the rim. Kings are going to have to play through it or force the whistle.
Joker set to check in next whistle. There's Aaron Gordon. Guarded by Carter. You see Brown on the cut.
Ooh.
Oh, he just took it right from Domas.
And Domas,
yeah, he is grimacing big time with those left ribs. Zach, oh, there it is, count it, and the foul. This time, Levine gets the whistle.
Listen, Domantas Sabonis is clearly playing through a fair amount of discomfort right now. He's grimacing, grabbing that side, and this is what happens right there. Brown just keeping up with the play, able to get another shot, but luckily not able to finish it. But, you know, we saw in that game 1 just what it's like to play without Domantas Sabonis. And health has been a factor in the start for the Kings with, you know, Keegan Murray out. Obviously missing Malik Monk for personal reasons over the last couple. Those things impact a team that's already shorthanded.
Keon Ellis. Oh, man, I got to see who they called a foul on here, as Domas can't believe it.
Yeah, calling it on Domas. I did not have a clear angle. Doug Christie kind of right in my line of sight, so I've got to look at the replay to see where the call came from. It's that high pick and roll action, and Domas in the drop. Oh, no, you got, what?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
That's his second, too.
I'm surprised that there's not a challenge, but that kind of escalated quickly. So
really
sometimes it's hard to be able to get the right view on the replay behind the bench.
Murray makes it a 5-point game. Domas.
Listen, that's a hard pass.
Tough.
That's a real tough pass.
Kings turn it over again. And we got another foul here on Sacramento.
So here's my thing. Russ has had several of those passes in traffic tonight, and they've been great passes. But Domas is in a little bit of discomfort right now. And just to have the physicality that he's dealing with in the lane on that pick and roll action, and then to have to bend over to get the bounce pass.
Right.
If I were Russ, I would be looking to go high to him right now.
Domas, 15 minutes so far tonight. 7 points, 6 rebounds. And you know, one thing we know about Domas, he's a gamer. He's not going to ask to come out, or he's going to try to play through it. Remember his first full season in Sacramento.
Played with a broken thumb
right,
the entire
whole season, right?
Yes, 100%.
See Dario Saric right there, former Denver Nugget. Came over in an off-season trade. Mid-range jumper for Russell Westbrook.
And really, you can, if you're Doug Christie, you can put whoever you want in that two-man action because Joker is not going to step up to the level. He is not going to step up to the level.
Russ. Oh, Aaron Gordon. I didn't know he had that in his bag. Wow.
So you mentioned it earlier. He had that explosive 50-point game in the season opener against Golden State. And what was he from the three-point line?
10 of 11,
10
I believe,
11?
yes.
And since then, coming into the game, he truly was just 2 of 14, but he has found that deep shot here tonight, so he's getting back on track. Sometimes you catch people at the wrong time.
The wrong time, right? Couple of days off as Keon Ellis wraps up Gordon.
Yeah. Nice job by him to make him have to earn it from the line, but we saw Aaron Gordon do the same exact thing on the low block with Neek Clifford. He's going to use his size and strength to kind of bully a small defender, and right there, as he had Keon kind of backpedaling, the best Keon could do was just make sure he had to earn both of them instead of giving him a three-point opportunity.
Yeah, you see those numbers you were just talking about, 50 in the opener, since then 49, but tonight he has found his game. He has 14 as Doug Christie's going to take the timeout. Kings trailing the Nuggets 63-54, 3:02 to go here in the second from Denver. Test your prediction skills and call the shot. It's presented by Red Hawk Resort and Casino. Make your picks prior to each game and earn exclusive rewards for correct predictions. Download the Kings app and start playing today. Coming to you inside Ball Arena here in Denver. Kings trailing the Nuggets 63-54. 3:02 left to go here in the second. Nuggets' largest lead was 12. Kings have not led in this game so far. Katie, I know you're looking at the box score, and the Kings may be down, but what are you seeing?
I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest difference in this game has just been the three-point shooting of the Nuggets. But when you look at it, they were 6 of 12 in that first quarter, which is a phenomenal percentage. Here in the second quarter, they're 2 of 8. So that, I told you, it's going to start to come down. And the Kings, in the meantime, they're starting to shoot the three ball much better. So just keep attacking deliberately this defense and get your good shots. And I think you're going to be fine as the game goes along.
Starting lineup on the floor for Sacramento. Fall away, deep, oh yeah.
I love that.
Little gallop in the step.
In that zone, he takes Joker from the left block to the right short corner, and Joker doesn't come out because he thinks he's going to continue, and that's how you can attack the zone. That is an old school way to attack the zone. I like that.
15 for DeRozan as Westbrook fouls Christian Brown on the cut.
And this is what I was talking about with DeMar. Watch him attack right here. Joker has to come out. He goes all the way to the side, and he thinks his guard is going to pick him up. Gets a wide open look right there, and that's a high percentage shot for DeMar.
Heads up play by DeMar DeRozan. See Christian Brown's numbers right there. Just signed a 5-year, $125 million extension before the season began. Fourth-year player out of Kansas.
Sometimes I feel like this is monopoly money. You know what I mean?
It's hard to put into context, right?
It's monopoly money to me. It's just things that we say, and it's like, this is a game.
Joker, another three. The soft rim.
And turns and gives a coy look at Russell Westbrook, his former teammate.
That's 18 for Joker, as it'll be out of bounds. Kings turn it over, 8th turnover.
And Jokic has attempted 13 shots in this game. And just to put it in perspective, in the loss to Portland on Friday, he attempted a total of 10 field goals. And this is the reaction as he looks at Russ, very pleased with himself.
All right, they're going to say it's King's ball.
Yeah.
Pat Frere says,
You know what,
my
though?
bad.
I love that Russ was just standing there until
Right.
Pat changed the call.
All right, so the Kings stay at 7 turnovers.
That's what you call manifesting it, I think.
DeRozan, the 10-footer rims out. Domas battling on the inside.
Nice job.
Got it.
Great physicality and just for Domas to put himself in the right spot to be able to battle for that board. The timing on it was tremendous.
Back to a 10-point ball game. Brown straight away. Westbrook skies for the rebound. All right, here come the Kings here. 90 seconds to go. Oh, Westbrook coast to coast. Got stripped. Here come the Nuggets. Cam Johnson able to track it down. Man, Joker is so smart and intelligent.
Yeah.
What a pass.
And you know what? He's a very selfless star. And that's what makes him as good as he is.
I like that shot by Russ there. Just the form on that one.
No, it was pretty. That was a pretty one. Give it an A+.
Yeah.
My grading.
How about Russ, leading scorers for the Kings? He's got 16.
6 of 10 from the floor. Very, very good job by him at getting high percentage shots. He's 3 of 4 from downtown. But what I really love is he's also got 5 boards, second highest number on the team. So it just shows you, it's so great to have a guard that can impact the rebounding column, because that has been a problem for the Kings early on in this season. And that is, again, an area where they truly miss Keegan Murray and what he brings.
That last foul was on Zach LaVine, his second, as Brown will have another. This Denver team last played on Friday. Lost in Portland, 109-107. In that game, they shot 6 of 25 from 3, Katie. Tonight,
you know what?
They're knocking them down 9 of 22.
Let me explain something to you. For those of you who maybe haven't had an opportunity to watch Portland yet, don't sleep on them. Offensively, they struggle, but they create so much easy offense with their defense.
Oh, nice look away. Russell Westbrook, 11 in this quarter, unable to cash out. Nuggets slow it down. They had a 2-for-1 opportunity instead.
Joker said, no, I played enough minutes in this quarter. I would like to take this a little bit slower, if you will.
Here's that 2-man game. Joker on the roll, back out to Brown.
Nice
closeout. Yeah, Russ on Gordon. Aaron Gordon, no. Kings got 8 seconds here. Schroeder, nice little find for the hammer.
Just great execution.
At the buzzer, Gordon. And after 24 minutes of play, 72 Denver, 61 Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis nearing the double-double, 11 points, 8 rebounds. But as the Joker, the 3-time MVP, leading the way with 18. Coming up next is the halftime show. Deuce and Mo standing by. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Kings down 72-63. It's a Monday night here in the city of Denver, and it is time to start the third quarter. The Sacramento Kings trailing the Nuggets 72-63. Kyle Draper and Katie Christensen hanging out in the Lazy Boy broadcast booth. All right, Katie, that second quarter all knotted up at 33 apiece. Nuggets with the lead. What are you seeing from the Kings on their offensive end when Joker is in the game?
Well, I said that it's really important, whether it's Joker or JV as well, but particularly with Joker, to get him involved in as much pick and roll action as possible. And I think the Kings did a really good job of deliberately going about their offense and their production. I want to take a look at one of these plays that they had. Now watch, Russ is going to bring this to the side. This is going to be a pick down by Keon for Zach LaVine, and then a pick from Domas, a little double stagger right there, and then they're going to space it out, and Domas is going to turn and get another screen for Zach, and watch how they play this. Just very patient, really good job. Domas is gonna slide as the defense comes up, then comes Neek along the baseline. Really nice read there.
Yeah.
Kings have 16 assists in this game, and they're shooting 52% from the floor because they're getting high quality shots within their offense. Something to watch for though in the second half. Obviously the three-point shooting of the Nuggets was a big issue in the first half, but the second quarter the Kings held them to 25% from deep, so let's hope that that trend continues.
That was our Pizza Guys delivery of the game. Here we go. DeMar DeRozan starting the third quarter, 5 on the clock. No. Domas, yes.
He's just,
This guy is battling tonight.
oh my goodness. Nice job there by DeMar, just keeping his dribble alive, moving the defense, then Domas cleaning up the glass.
All right. Domas showing his hands here against Jokic.
Yes.
Hi, Arthur, man, the Joker.
Perfect. I
Okay.
love it.
You okay with that?
Defend
Okay.
without fouling. You saw how he was waving his
Yep.
hands. He's trying to take away his line of sight for his ability to distribute.
Yeah. Joker, first player with a dub, 20 points tonight. DeRozan, corner three. Here comes Murray. Kings from behind the arc, just 5 of 12. Cam Johnson, free throw jumper, no. Russ battling, 2 on 3 the other way. Oh, Russell Westbrook, coast to coast for Russ.
Slipping and sliding through that lane, and the nice slick finish there at the rim.
Russell Westbrook, 18 points, ties a season high. Man, that's that two-man game.
Yeah, that's two-man game when he gets into that role. That's why defending their screen action. And listen, offensively, they do such a beautiful job of executing their offense, but running it to their personnel to get an advantage.
Look at Russell Westbrook keeping that ball alive. Zach, 3-ball.
Oh, wide open three.
Yeah, had a look.
Not able to get it to fall, and there is Aaron Gordon using that strength and size inside, and Zach opts to foul him, send him to the line. Good foul right there.
That'll be Zach's third. Gordon to the free throw line.
He's such a perfect fit for Denver.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's done
Oh, yeah.
such an excellent job in his time here. And it's interesting, talking to Scott Perry yesterday, you and I were having a conversation with him just about a lot of different basketball stuff, right? And this was a Scott Perry draft in Orlando.
Yes.
Aaron Gordon was his pick, and talked a little bit about him and what he brings and just like the winning mentality. But for his size and ability, he can just impact a game in so many different ways and fit so flawlessly into this system in Denver.
And you remember, he was a high flyer, you know, and when he came into the league.
Wasn't necessarily a three-point shooter.
Right, and coming off a career high from three-point range last season.
Yeah, and listen, he's a career 33% three-point shooter, but he's added that like a lot of players do later in their career.
Schroeder tracks it down. 6 on the clock. Dennis. Oh, he got ripped. Yeah, he got fouled. And Joker took a shot. That's going to be a foul on Jokic, his second. No, they're going to say just out of bounds. I thought that was a foul call there, Katie. Yeah.
Hand part of hand part of the ball, but listen, I think he took the brunt of that. Nice job to be able to get off a decent shot before the shot clock.
Johnson off the curl. Too strong off the back rim. Here come the Kings. Westbrook going right at Johnson. Russ on the kick out. Zach tracks it down.
That's tough. Russ needs to give it up a little bit earlier to Zach there. They lost their advantage spacing.
David Adelman, he's going to challenge it. They just showed it on the Jumbotron here. The call was out of bounds on Denver. We got a challenge here in the Mile High City here in the third quarter. This coach's challenge is brought to you by Ashton and Price, Northern California's injury law firm. All right, here's the call right here, Katie.
Yeah, he just lost the handle for sure. And listen, like I said,
therefore this is going to be overturned to Denver possession.
that they had an advantage in that fast break.
They will be charged with a timeout. Denver will.
But Russ held on to it a little too long.
Right.
And that took away the advantage. You got the spacing there from Zach as he was trying to space to the corner, but then he had to come in for the pass. So timing and everything was a little bit off. That certainly was the right outcome there.
So it's Denver basketball, 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, man, that's a tough call. When DeMar DeRozan, as Christian Brown gets the bucket to go.
Yeah, I mean, I was specifically watching Dennis Schroeder maneuver through the screen action on Jamal Murray, but that's the problem with it. They have so many weapons in that screen action that the weak side can really burn you like that play right there.
Brown completes the three-point play. He's got 13. It's a 13-point ball game. Murray trying to harass Schroeder here. Schroeder on the spin. Nice kick out. Russ, 3-ball. Johnson with the long rebound. In transition. Brown, easy layup.
They do a great job running on both makes and misses, and you can see how they focus on the fast break.
Blocking foul, that's right. Russell Westbrook in attack mode as Brown picks up the foul. Just his first. Former teammates, right?
Talk about just a savvy veteran. I mean, he saw he was still moving there, kind of put his shoulder into him through the contact, head up to see if he can't finish a three-point play there.
Russell have another. He's got 19 points, 7 rebounds. See his stat line right there. Russell Westbrook. You know, the thing about Russ, we know about the triple doubles. We know about the heart, the energy. This dude also led the league in scoring a few times in his career too.
Scoring,
I mean,
in assists,
like
there's really not an accomplishment that he hasn't gotten at some point during his 18-year career. As that curl action right there is just brutalizing the Kings defense. Nice screen.
Foul line jumper is good for Schroeder.
I really wish they would put screen assist on the stat sheet.
Levine going hard. We'll have 2 free throws. Let's see who Pat Frere calls it on. Christian Brown checking his arm, saying straight up.
You can have your arm straight up and still get someone with the body. It's about moving from point A to point B. Let's see if that's what they're getting him for right there.
Oh,
yeah,
there
as he moves, yeah, 100%. He's going from left to right, spinning around. Yeah, like that's.
Zach will have another. Once again, no Malik Monk tonight. Not with the team because of personal reasons. Keegan Murray also out. Had a chance to talk to Keegan before the game. So what's the next step in your return to play process? Says it just takes time, you know?
Yeah.
Not scheduled to be reevaluated or anything like that. Just got to go through the process.
Yeah. Well, it's about healing, right?
Yeah.
Like he had surgery on the ligament. And I broke my wrist in college, and I was in a cast for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it still allowed me to run. It still allowed. I worked on one-handed shots as Domas takes a blow right there. So at least in that sense, for Keegan, when he comes back, he's going to be a little bit of a step ahead versus if it were a hamstring or a lower body issue.
Yep. Nice move by Schroeder right there, as Murray had a good look at a 3.
Kings get lucky there. It's not many wide open looks that he's going to miss.
DeRozan now. They're going to say all of him going the other way.
This has been a game for Domas that has just been incredibly physical. He gets a shot in the eye there by Murray's head. Oh, my goodness. the cutting action, getting deep in the paint, the cut along the baseline. So precise.
Schroeder back to a 12-point lead. Yeah, and Cam Johnson with the foul.
You know, and this is a 12-point game, and I've never felt like this game is out of reach for the Kings.
Yeah, they're in
but
striking
there's
distance.
not a lot of let up from Denver.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're coming off a loss to Portland that they, you know, are upset in terms of letting that one get away. It was a cup game as well.
Yep.
But Zach LaVine has been such a consistent scoring threat for the Kings through the first 5 games. He's only taken 7 shots. He's got 8 points. If he can get things going a little bit, that will go a long way in terms of injecting just what the Kings need in their offense to kind of be able to overtake this lead.
We've seen Zach go on those personal heaters from time to time.
Real
right?
fast.
Yes.
It can happen real fast.
As Schroeder knocks it down back to a 10-point game.
And
Schroeder,
you know,
12 and 7.
He's averaging 29.5 points a game as they get it on the baseline again. Now listen, the first thing that Jokic is going to do when he turns is he's going to look for baseline cutters, and he's going to let that thing fly and trust the athleticism of his cutters.
Schroeder tees up a 3. Kings tonight from 3-ball range, just 5 of 16. Jokic to look away. Zach able to corral the rebound.
And most importantly, they're 0 of 5 here in the third quarter from deep.
They're going to get Domas here with the offensive foul. I got to see this again. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, it's just the extension.
Cam Johnson, 6'8", 225.
Yeah, he did a good job of highlighting it, without a doubt. No, not, but it's still a foul as the Kings drop back in that zone defense again.
Johnson, no. Kings within 12 here. Still within striking distance. Zach. Oh, he slow-footed him. We got a foul on the drive here.
And if you look back at this play, look how Domas leads him with that bounce of that pass, which, by the way, is behind him because it's like a little bit of a dribble handoff, leads him into this position, goes into the weeds there, draws the foul. But watch the pass is already gone as he meets his hip.
Domas, another double-double, 13 and 12. See if Zach can get going here. Zach LaVine will have another. You know, speaking of that conversation we had with Scott Perry last night, he was very complimentary of Zach LaVine on both ends of the floor. We know Zach as a scorer, but his commitment to on-ball defense so far this season.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, you can see the strides. And you know, Mark has brought this up on several occasions as well. When you look to his time on the Olympic team, he wasn't a scorer on that team. He was a defensive stopper. And it's different when you're not being relied on to score 30 a game, how you can focus your energy to the defensive end of the floor. So he's perfectly capable of it.
Shot clock at 8. Joker. And he averages 13 attempts per game.
Yeah.
He's got 17 shots tonight.
Yeah. It's not a surprise to me after the game that they're coming off of in Portland, and he was really kind of nonchalant offensively in that game.
Nice spray out there. Schroeder, 3-ball. One and done once again,
Really, really nice look, though, and the Kings have gone ice cold from 3 here in the third quarter, but they're getting quality looks.
Neek, guarding fourth. Aaron Gordon. Nice defense by Neek, the rookie. Causes the miss. Here come the Kings. Down by 12. LaVine takes the bump, no whistle.
Yeah, they're building a wall against him right now.
Johnson left wide open. He has been struggling from 3. Meanwhile, Keon Ellis toes the line. Got it!
And you know the first half, when the Kings were struggling trying to find the bottom of the net from that three-point line, it was Keon Ellis who came in and knocked down 2 in a row. So he's been kind of the consistency from deep in this game. He's 3 of 4 from long range.
Yeah, 9 points in 13 minutes as, man, the Kings fall asleep there.
Yeah, and that's Neek that's got to step up. You see Keon turns around and is like, hey, you got to meet me there, even though you got the shooter in the corner. That's how they're overloading that zone.
Zach, 3-ball, no. Oh! Bring the house down, young fella.
That's what I'm talking about. My goodness.
Neek Clifford with the throwdown. All right, let's see if that gives the Kings some momentum here.
I think it's safe to say his hamstring feels good.
He feels good. Nice pass. King Keon had a good look from the corner. And he set that one up, didn't he?
And listen, you've got 2 on this side. Schroeder's trying to anticipate. They're just so good offensively of reading the defense, using pass fakes. But how about this? Neek Clifford on the offensive rebound, the throwdown.
Women's basketball comes to Golden One Center on November 10th when the number 6 Oklahoma Sooners face off against the 3rd-ranked UCLA Bruins. Get your tickets today to see these 2 top 10 powerhouse teams start their season in Sacramento by visiting golden1center.com.
I'm gonna try and get there. I'm gonna take the little one.
Oh, you gonna try to go to that one? Yeah.
My UCSB coaching staff from when I was in college is the staff for the UCLA women's team. They've had a phenomenal run over the last few years. Get my little girl to see some women's basketball. How about that?
I believe that's a week from today.
Yes, I know.
Next Monday, yes.
Sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
It does. All right, Drew Eubanks just checked in. DeMar DeRozan, nice little find on the inside. Plenty of time on the clock. Jokic, he gets away with one, no call.
Had a wide open Keon, just didn't see it from the angles. That's up to Keon to space himself to an angle where DeMar can see him on the perimeter.
Eubanks tracks it down. Oh man, he had the Joker on skates. Unable to cash out, however. Oh, Russ with the foul on Jamal Murray, who goes tumbling down. It'll be 2 free throws for Denver. You know, we were talking about Jokic and just the way he manipulates the game. Nice little bounce pass there.
I mean, he's a prime example of how it's not necessarily about speed or even athleticism to be able to truly be a star.
Yes.
In any sport, really, if you think about it. Some rely heavily on athleticism. I think people think a lot of pro sports do. But it's just about the way you see and think the game, and it's about changes of pace.
Yeah. Jokic, 30 years old, 11th season.
He's only 30?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Good Lord in heaven.
2nd round pick, 41 overall.
I don't think he's the type of player, though, that wants to play until they're 40.
Yeah.
I think he wants to go back and you know, his horses, race his horses. And
oh, nice find on the inside from Russ.
So this is what Doug Christie's talking about when he talks about Neek Clifford and how he's rare as a rookie, because of all the different things he sees in the game, and just him reading the floor and getting to the right spots and the angles. So good at that.
On the spray out, Bruce Brown. And he was a big part of that championship team a few years ago. Knocks down the 3, 14-point ball game. Kings got to start getting some stops here. Under 2 to play in the 3rd. Drew Eubanks.
Nice, nice. They're starting to look to send Joker to trap DeMar DeRozan, and Drew Eubanks gave space, went to the other side, ends up getting rewarded.
Oh, that's good defense.
Oh,
Pat Frayer on the far side makes the call.
Let's see. Doug Christie's turning to his staff, asking if Jokic wrapped Eubanks.
Doug's going to talk to Pat Frere here.
Let's
One
take
more
a look at
Katie.
it. Oh, he did.
Oh,
he wrapped him. 100%. He used the chicken wing.
Mike Woodson incensed King's assistant coach over here on the sidelines.
He's
right next
he's
to us.
hooking. He's hooking,
Yeah.
100%. That's good defense by Drew Eubanks. And as I want to point out, the Kings are opting at going in single coverage when he's on the low block. They're saying, hey, if Jokic has to score 40 points, fine. We're not going to allow him to make it easy for everyone else.
Yes.
And that's kind of a way that they approached it with Giannis to a certain degree as well, and that paid off.
Westbrook, going up high and coming down hard.
I'll tell you
Drew.
what, Drew has given some good minutes off the bench in the last 2 games. He had a great game in Milwaukee. But that's what we're talking about. Those are the things he can do to manipulate the game. And I would prefer, and I think Bobby Jackson would as well, if he just posted up.
Drew showing the buddies.
If you are a big that is mobile and can elevate, Westbrook is who you want to play with, because he's going to throw that baby up for you.
Peyton Watson looking for the 3-ball. I'm liking the energy Drew has given this team the last couple of minutes.
I like the pace that we're seeing as well.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Kings basketball, 19 on the clock.
And watch this, just a nice little on-point pass. Drew Eubanks elevating on the slit. He sets it and rolls straight to the basket, but he gives space. He rolls to the opposite side of the basket, which allows him to be able to elevate and for Russ to be able to get him that pass.
15 on the shot clock. Rosen gets to the elbow. Got it.
Woo. Got it.
Yes.
Got it to under 10. You need a stop
Need a
here
stop,
and a score on the other end.
Yep. Got a 7-second differential between the clocks here. Valanciunas on the floor now. Neat Clifford fighting through that screen. Murray dancing with it.
Don't reach your hand out.
Neat. Tough fadeaway. Neat did everything right. And Jamal chirping at him.
Great defense by Clifford. That is an NBA champion. Someone that has seen a lot of different things defensively.
We got double foul, too.
And who did they call the double foul on?
That was on Eubanks and Valanciunas, the 2 bigs, wrestling on the inside. Kings unable to get a shot off. So after the first 3 quarters, it's 104-93. Denver on top. Russell Westbrook nearing a double-double. He's got 20 and 8. The final 12 coming up next. Here, 104-93. Nuggets on top. Nikola Jokic might be the most interesting man in the world, Katie. Flashback to this offseason in his homeland of Serbia. Check out how much emotion he is showing as a horse he owns won a harness race in Serbia, visibly crying right there. You don't hear about Joker much off the court in America, but over there,
okay, first
horses,
of all,
yes.
I gotta say, he makes that horse look like a pony that my 7-year-old daughter could get on and ride safely. But listen, he does not give a lot of emotion. The man won a championship here and then was like, what, we have a parade? I've got to get home. Well, that's what he's got to get home to, you know? And listen, I think that there's no question that he loves basketball. He gives a lot of himself to it. But I think we have this perception in America as fans that players that play professional sports, that they just have to be in love with it, so passionate about it. And it's like, no, they have other things that they're interested in as well.
Yeah, he has this nonchalant way about him.
They're going to challenge this.
Yeah, that's a good call, too. Neat Clifford with the pressure on Bruce Brown as Doug Christie and the staff. They decide to take the challenge as Jokic, another ho-hum night at the office. We're back after this. Northern California's injury law firm. The defense by Nick Clifford. Kings thought they had a turnover right here. Pat Frere about to announce the results of the challenge here.
Upon review, the ball last touches the right hand of Brown. Therefore, this is going to be a successful challenge. Play's been overturned to Sacramento. Possession on the side. They've been charged with timeout.
And you got to love the activity that you've seen from Clifford tonight.
Yes.
Both ends of the floor, really. And he has so much potential. And when you think about it, it's crazy. It's only his 3rd NBA game. And there's going to be a lot more progress throughout the season.
Played in the first game, then missed the next 4 with the hamstring.
Got the switch he wanted.
DeRozan, and he got the foul on Bruce Brown. Brown can't believe it, but he picks up his 2nd.
I like this call by Doug Christie out of the timeout because you are able to get the switch you want, get Brown on DeMar DeRozan, get him to his favorite spot, which is that left block. And now he's at the free throw line where after struggling the first couple games, he has really done an excellent job at the free throw line. I mean, look how picture perfect that is.
Yes. So DeMar will have another here. 18 points. One thing we've seen from DeMar, we're getting to the free throw line a lot these last couple of games, not so much tonight.
Yeah, it was 9 of 10 in Milwaukee. But, you know, like, struggled the first couple games, even getting there at the regular clip. Ooh, the blitz.
Yeah, nice blitz by Eubanks there. Valanciunas on the spin. High archer. Valanciunas.
That's a starting center in
Yeah,
this league.
he's got 8, yeah. Nice find. Eubanks counted and one as Valanciunas picks up his 4th.
Drew Eubanks had 10 points in 11 minutes in the win at Milwaukee on Saturday, and he's done just a flawless job of coming off the bench tonight for Domantas Sabonis, and he's worked really well in the 2-man game with Russell Westbrook. And, you know, he's 4 of 4, he's got 8 points in 10 minutes, just very efficient.
Eubanks completes the 3-point play. As you see, Domas
getting a much needed and well-deserved rest, dealing with a lot of bumps and bruises he's acquired in this game.
This game has been about a 9 to 12 to 14-point game.
Kings started out in a zone and moved to a player-to-player defense, and
they forced the miss.
Did a great job of switching it up midway through.
Westbrook to Eubanks. Eubanks got hit. Oh, late whistle, but Pat Frere is on top of it.
It might not be popular. Yeah, got him on the arm there, 100%.
Yeah, they called that one on Tim Hardaway.
Yes. Now watch it coming here. Barely can see it in that angle from the review, but yes, that is the right call.
Eubanks off the bench now with 9.
And you know it's the right call when coaches have a challenge and they don't challenge it. Yeah.
Just 1 of 2 for Drew.
Kings 18 of 22, just under 82% from the free throw line tonight.
All right, Kings, they're stringing together some stops here. See if they can get a bucket. Here comes Russ. Off the one leg, yes!
And this second unit, along with both DeMar and Russ, have done a great job of inching into this lead. It's a 2-possession game, and right now you've got, you know, your other 3 starters at the scores table ready to check in at the next whistle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got
that. That's a rookie. That's just a rookie mistake right there. You have to go with your body, not just your arms. Right?
Yeah, let's take one more look at it, Kate.
And watch as he digs down here. He's going to come from the top, but he reaches with the arms. Now, if he got and kind of positioned his body at a little bit of a different angle, it's just as effective, but less of a risk for a foul.
5 fouls for Neek in 19 minutes. Dennis Schroeder back on the floor. So is Domas. Murray, high archer, cashes out. Murray now with 15.
You know what? I feel like he's an underrated player in this league, even though he's a highly respected player in this league. When you look at it, he's never been an all-star, which kind of blows my mind.
18 points a game he averages for his career in the regular season. In the postseason, it goes up to 23.7. Playoff Jamal Murray has been a thing. But this season, he's averaging 26, Katie. His scoring's gone up.
Listen, it's early. We'll see how it averages out. But he's averaged 20 or more in each of the last 3 seasons, and it's gone up every season. Not a lot of 20-plus point scores in this league.
DeRozan. Bruce Brown on the defense. Here comes Peyton Watson. Out of control, a little loose with it. Kind of herky-jerky. Murray, corner 3 ball.
Kings dodging one.
Yep. 8-point ball game here.
Now, this zone defense, how are they going to be able to maneuver it? Well, Dennis Schroeder says, easy, I'm just going to step up and knock down a midi and make them adjust to me.
Dennis makes it a 6-point ball game. He's got 14. Denver takes the TO.
Game of a 4-game road trip for the Kings on the road. We're going to go to our Toyota game summary. Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup tonight for the Kings. 23 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 10 rebounds, another double-double for him, 6 assists in his return to Denver. And his former teammate, 3-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, is having a very standard game for him. 25 points, 10 of 17 from the field, 11 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He was very aggressive early on looking for his shot, but then other guys have really opened up. Aaron Gordon, 18 points, 6 boards, shooting very nice clips, 60% from the field, and he's done a good job of utilizing matchups with some smaller guards, and that's been beneficial for the Nuggets at times.
Jokic back on the floor. He is a big-time player.
Don't look at me, Kyle.
Yeah, I know. Big-time player coming through with a big-time shot. Dennis. Yes, sir, and Dennis can answer back.
He's been doing an excellent job of getting to his spots and maneuvering the pick-and-roll action and making great choices based on the reads.
7-point ball game. Brown. Remember, Denver started this game hot from 3. They had cooled off in the second and third period.
And listen, Bruce Brown, he's a 3-point shooter. That's only his 2nd attempt tonight. He's knocked down both of his triples.
Keon for the answer. Got it. King Keon with a big-time shot.
He's just been fantastic off the bench.
Right?
12 points, 4 of 6. All of his shots have come from long range. And I feel like when the Kings are struggling from the perimeter, it's him who's stepping up and knocking down key shots.
That's a tough action right there. Christian Brown.
It's their bread and butter.
Kings got to get some stops. 9-point game. Dennis playing with it. Domas, a little show and go, and he blew by Jokic.
There was not a shot in the world that he was going to try and chase that down. As soon as he got that step on him, it's clamp on for dear life. And you can see Domas grimacing. And my big question is, how is he going to feel in a couple days? Because he definitely has been grabbing that shoulder and that kind of left rib cage area. And it's usually after you cool down where things get kind of painful.
Zach now with 5 on the clock. Yeah, we got a kick ball, so they'll reset the shot clock to 14.
Something we didn't mention at the top of the broadcast, Zach LaVine was questionable coming into today with low back soreness. And I understand why his low back might be sore, because he's been carrying this team, you know, offensively, just done an excellent job.
Yeah, Schroeder was also questionable, right hip soreness, as he's unable to get that one to fall. Gordon snatches down the rebound. He's got 7. Brown on the drive, finds the Joker.
Denver doing a much better job executing down the stretch than they did a couple days ago in Portland.
31 assists tonight for Denver.
And a lot of those coming here in the second half. The Kings had the advantage in the first half.
Zach, okay. Zach LaVine has arrived. Back to an 8-point game.
Well, he's certainly knocking down his first triple. He's only attempted 3 in this game. And again, I think to a certain degree, God, it just keeps coming at you. It's so frustrating. You know it's coming, but they find a way. They change sides of the floor. Their pace in the half court. It's brutal.
Nice kick out. Keon, corner 3, bang, bang, bang. All right, Kings staying within striking distance here.
Yeah, but you gotta get stops.
Yeah.
And the problem they're having is with that high screen and split action. And you've got to figure out a way to maneuver this so that you're not giving up high percentage layups.
Cam Johnson, shot clock at 7. Joker going right past Domas, gets it to go. Jokic now with 32 to go along with 14 assists. Season high, 32 for the Joker. Oh, Domas tried to reverse. Here come the Nuggets. As Keon commits the foul on the floor.
For the ball.
Yeah, smart foul.
Smart foul. Now, this is the last thing that Nikola Jokic really wants to do, is to have to put it on the deck and go. But he saw the advantage, goes through it. Keon steps in, God love him.
Right.
But all you can do is kind of stay vertical in that situation and hope that you're a little bit of a disruption. But I don't expect him to step in front of that freight train.
Kings in the zone right here.
And that's, you just can't, you can't allow them to get on the inside of you.
Right. And that's a foul here. Zach LaVine.
They put on a masterclass in how to break down a zone. And this is something, you know, we talk about it a lot. The zone is starting to be used more and more in the NBA. I've seen more zone this season in the first couple weeks than, you know, I can recall at any point. In fact, against Portland, Denver was in a zone most of the game. And so the crazy thing is about it is it's like you see so much of it in college. I feel like players kind of forget where you get the advantages.
Right.
But Denver is, if you want an example of how to break a zone, watch this team.
Back to an 11-point ball game. Kings wrapping up this 4-game road trip. Out of bounds. Sacramento ball at 12 on the clock.
Frustrated with himself, obviously. But I love the recognition going to the hot hand. Keon Ellis shooting the 3 ball very, very well. He could have, you know, shot that one himself, and it would have been a decent shot.
10 on the clock. There he is, right there. Keon. No, Westbrook skying. It'll be out of bounds, Denver ball. Katie, I was going to ask you, 3:55 to go. Here in altitude, 4th game on this road trip.
Oh, it's a factor. I know where you're going with it. The elevation is a factor. In fact, I talked to Keon Ellis about it before the game and said, hey, does it impact you? You know, you're a guy that is chasing guys around and picking up full court and running, you know, the speed with which you play. He goes, trust me, there's time when you're like, I can't breathe right now. It really does impact you.
Nice swing by Keon. Zach, man.
In and out.
He had a clean look.
And look at Keon battling with Aaron Gordon under the rim there.
And you know, that's something the coaches talked about. Christian Brown on that cut. As Gordon finds him, and the Kings will take a timeout. 128, 115, 3:10 to go here in Denver. 15-point ball game, 3:10 left to go. The 3-time MVP showing us why the Joker, 32, 14, and 6 tonight, Katie, and he came out aggressive right from the start.
Yeah, and you know, when he looks for his shot early on, it changes things for everyone around him. I mean, the more aggressive he is and kind of selfish, the easier things can be for those around him, because he's such a willing passer. But if he shows early on that he's looking for his shot, specifically that three-point shot, that he's looking to be on that elbow or operating from the low block, it opens up the entire floor for everyone else. And the number of back cuts and cuts to the rim that they have gotten tonight, a lot of that is because of Joker. But I think the Kings have done a really good job. I mean, there's not a big discrepancy in the paint. It's a 52-50 advantage for the Nuggets. So they've done a good job. And yeah, you can see kind of where he falls.
Oh, man. Zach will have another.
Can we see that one more time just so that can settle in for just a second? Because just take another look at the names on this graphic. Yeah, he's up there. He's one of the greatest to play this game.
I mean, that's arguably a top 10 list of all-time greats right there.
Yeah.
When you throw Wilt, Kareem.
And you know, like, honestly, it's an unconventional style of basketball that he plays.
Yes. I mean, he's pretty good at everything, you know? He can beat you passing, rebounding, scoring.
He's fundamental.
Yes.
He's fundamental.
Nuggets got 130 tonight. This after scoring 107 a few nights ago in Portland. And Joker comes up with the steal. That's a 13th turnover for Sacramento. And Murray blew the layup. All right, there it is. All right, we got a foul on Joker. Let's get a quick word from Jack in the Box.
My Monster Munchies. Monster-sized flavor at the fun-sized price of $3 each.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Yeah, they called that one.
Yeah, it's going to be
Transition take foul.
Shot in the ball.
.130, 118, 2:15 to go. Kings and Nuggets face each other 3 times in about a 3-week span. That's Russell Westbrook.
And that's a nice job breaking the zone right there as well.
Under 2 to play. Kings need stops here. Brown. Oh, nice
job
defense.
leading with the chest, cutting off the drive.
Joker, 3-ball. Russ tracks it down. Westbrook, 11 rebounds, but he turns it over. Yeah, Russ would like to have that one back. Oh, look at Domas with the theft. Ahead, Russ, and one. What a play by Domantas Sabonis.
There's still time. There's still plenty of time. I mean, free throw right here by Russ can get you to a 7-point game, minute 22. You can see how quickly things can turn around just by getting some stops on the defensive end. And I love that this Kings team is not letting up. It was a 15-point game a minute ago.
David Adelman will take the timeout. We'll stay here. 8-point ball game, Katie, with Russell Westbrook going to the free throw line.
There's a defensive foul on Murray. Denver's called timeout to challenge the play.
And Adelman has challenged the foul call right there. But we're seeing the Kings, and it's been like this. Kyle Draper and Katie Christensen here in the Lazy Boy broadcast booth, Katie. The Kings have been just within striking distance pretty much this entire game.
It's been a very even game outside of the first quarter, and quite honestly, that was the problem that they had in Milwaukee. So, you know, as we go forward and looking at kind of how they are approaching the start of games, sometimes teams have a hard time coming out of the locker room. It's that third or first quarter that has been the separating in the last 2 games. They were able to overcome it in Milwaukee, but they were a -9. It was a 30-39 advantage in favor of this Nuggets team. And I think
Since
one of the
then,
most
it's even,
dangerous
yeah.
things is that they allowed them to kind of get their three-point shot going.
Right.
And when you have to hard close out to three-point shooters early in the game, it has fully opened all of the driving lanes, all of the cutting lanes, and that's where they've been getting hurt, particularly here in the fourth.
All right, so David Adelman, he challenged the foul call, the and one. This coach's challenge brought to you by Ashton and Price, Northern California's injury law firm.
And like, why not challenge it?
Right,
and
right.
I actually like when coaches do this. We've seen it a little bit more. Now the question is, did he get him on the arm coming
after
down?
the ball,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Because contact to the ball is fine, but did he get that left, like, bicep or elbow area, which it
Right.
looks from that angle like he did. And I think they have their decision. They've stepped away.
Yeah. Pat Freyer's about to make the call there as David Adelman.
I think he's communicating with Secaucus right now.
Yeah, you know, starting on Saturday, the officials now have wireless earpieces, and they can communicate back and forth with Secaucus.
As in yesterday, or what day is today?
November 1st.
Oh,
yesterday.
November 1st.
Yeah, or a couple days ago,
On review,
yes.
Murray makes illegal contact with the ball. Therefore, this is going to be a successful challenge.
wow.
Play's been overturned to a no call. Play will resume with a made basket and Denver possession on the baseline.
All right, all right.
Well, good strong finish by Russ there.
Russell Westbrook, 27 points, season high.
Kings picking up full court.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Got to get a stop. Down by 8.
You're going to
Zach
switch
on the
everything.
Switch, yep.
Blitz.
Oh, yeah, he run a blitz on Jamal Murray, and that leads to a turnover. Here comes Westbrook, and they're going to get him for an offensive foul. And Doug Christie doesn't even need to look at the
Challenges
bench.
it right
He's challenging
away.
it, yep.
And this is what I'm talking about. Why not? Why not challenge this? This is a situation where if it works out in your favor, that's a huge benefit, but also allows you. They use that last coach's challenge, and they set up a really nice defensive game plan against that last Denver offensive possession.
Westbrook, Sacramento's called timeout to challenge the play.
All right, that's Pat Freyer right there. This coach's challenge, once again, brought to you by Ashton and Price, Northern California's injury law firm. All right, Katie, what do you see here?
Oh, man, I think this might. I think he was in legal guarding position, but the question was he moving, which it looks like he was. But I don't know that there's the same level of, what's the word for it, where he has to be like set in stone as when you're taking a charge down in the key, right?
In the paint there, yeah.
He certainly was in legal guarding position, had his chest forward. He was moving, though. So what is the standard, the requirement in the open floor?
This is a big call here. If it's overturned, it'll be Kings basketball.
Now, will it be free throws? Are we in the bonus? Where are we at here? We can't. The Jumbotron is.
Here's Pat.
Upon review, Murray's in a legal guarding position. Therefore, this call is going to stand as an offensive foul on Westbrook. This is an unsuccessful challenge. It's going to be done.
Man, that's a tough call on Russ. His second personal foul. But more importantly, it's Nuggets basketball. 1:03 to go here in the fourth. After they came up with the turnover. They blitz Murray, get it out of his hands. Here's Cam Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Murray on the step back from 18. Short. Russ with the rebound. Kings got numbers here. Zach, gotta have it! And they're gonna say Zach unable to cash out. Had a great look, but it hit the shot clock.
I have to
cannot
say,
have one,
I
man.
really, really like what I'm seeing from the Kings, though, here in the last 3 minutes. I really am. I mean, this is early in the season. They're still figuring a lot of things out. This is a championship caliber team. I like what they're showing here. Certainly some things to clean up as Aaron Gordon's going to get a wide open look, not able to convert.
Under 15 to play. Here's Dennis in attack mode. Schroeder gets it to go. 6-point ball game, 10 and a half. And they foul Jokic. And that's just the first in the last 2 minutes. So it'll be side out of bounds. Nuggets basketball. Zach commits the foul. That'll be his 6th. So Zach LaVine fouls out.
You know, and things don't get any easier for the Kings as they're concluding this 4-game road trip. And like I said a moment ago, I love what I've seen. But when they go home, they face the Warriors, the Thunder, Minnesota, Denver again, Atlanta.
Why you gotta be all negative? Bad
I'm
news.
not. That's not negative.
That's the West, I tell you
It's
right
the
there.
West. That's what it's going to be. But I'm telling you, and then they go back out on the road. It's just, it is brutal in the West. Their early schedule is particularly tough. But I'm liking the improvements that I'm seeing despite all the adversity they're facing early.
And it's a final in Denver as the Kings fall 130 to 124. Jokic leading the way with 34 and 14. His former teammate, Russell Westbrook, leading the way for the Sacramento Kings. But it's not enough. The Kings drop to 2-5 on the season as they take on Golden State Wednesday back in Sacramento. For Katie Christensen, I'm Kyle Draper. We'll see you Wednesday, everybody. Coming up next, Toyota Kings post-game live and it starts.
Max Warner Music.